beloved friends of the God that thou art, how be you? This is your friend Archangel Michael. For there is in each of you this peace, often referred to as the seed of the divine, but we refer to it in you as the seat of the soul. It is not separate from all the other bits and pieces, as you might think of them, going on in your heart, mind, and spirit. But it is that which is the point, the focal point of all the light that is brought into you and your bodies now. It is that point which has come with you here to this embodiment and to any and all other expressions that you have played within. So I greet you with that with divine that we sit at the right hand of that called the throne of the Father, Mother God. So here is the sword. Do you now know that this sword is not for wounding, it is for healing. This sword will cut through the remnants of your physical, emotional, and mental bodies that are corded to the thoughts, beliefs, and patterns of your old lives. Old lives. We speak now for this life experience, even though you may have brought and woven into your present memories or ideas that you have lived in other ways and in other times. We are here to say, you are here now. And this is the now that is corded to thoughts and beliefs. How do you clear that? You ask for Archangel Michael to give you protection. I am there with you as an honor of shield, but I am not the protection. The light of God that you are is the protection. Do you understand? It is not my job, nor is it my only responsibility to shield and protect each human beyond what you are willing to account for in your own being. It's a challenge. For that requires you to be grown up, doesn't it? Even if you're a little soul or a little body soul, you are having to grow up and own, as some call it in the psychology of these days, all your stuff. So it's not about not asking me for help and protection or lighting that which is the darkness that you have perceived, but it is that I am there to reflect that to you and to remind you that as we stand together, we are in the power of the I am. Can I hear you say, I am?
I am.
Breathe that. I am.
I am.
So many lessons we have offered you, the ideas of how you speak those words, think those words, and play out the casualness of those words in your cultures. For every language has a version of that declaration. Some are more conscious, and some in that consciousness will not use it in the ways that you have been taught to blaspheme your own God. So, do you realize that that's what is called the blasphemy? When you speak I am or you are in such ways that you are now discrediting the divine in it all? So we will not go into the depth of those teachings, but will remind you that when it is spoken, I am, that is the call of you to find that in your own being. I am. I am all that I am. I am whole. I am complete. I am that which is called forth in the greater I am to express. So each of you has a unique and perfect expression of that which is called the greater I am. The greater I am, not better than, but the wholeness of all that is. So this sword is the sword that assists in the cutting of those pieces of your memories, your experiences that you believe or have been taught to believe of the way you stay connected to people in your world, the way that you stay connected to those who pass on, the way you stay connected to your pets, the way you stay connected to your job, the way you stay connected to all of the things of your life. Maybe you stay connected to your microwave oven. Maybe you stay connected to the jewelry you wear. You understand? The connections sometimes are the attachments or the cords, the strings of attachment, you might refer to that. So how do you cut them in a way that really frees you? You have to learn how to play in the realm of the sword. The sword that will not hurt, but will only clear. Do you need it? Sometimes that helps. But truly, you need simply to, in your breath, let go. So do you have an attachment now, this day, this cycle of your human life, to the politics of your country? Oh no, I don't pay any attention to that, says this body that's here. Or, oh my God. Or, yes, I'm a little attached, but. Or, what's the difference between being a concerned citizen and being attached? That's a good thought, isn't it? You have to answer that for yourself. Because the truth is, if you detach from those cords of concern that is not yours, if you detach from the worry, if you detach from all these things, these thoughts and these patterns, what will occur for you is the freedom to then receive the knowing, the inspiration of your role in addressing anything in your life. You understand? It will come then not from the need to fix, the need to rebel, the need to protect, the need to do anything out of that attachment, but out of the inner soul need to express. It's very unique still for the most people in this world who do what they do out of their fears, out of their frustration, and out of their willingness to follow what anybody else is telling them. I know some of you have the thought that you look at the politic of your day in your country here. We can speak of the world because it's not a lot different. It just shows up in a different culture. But you look at all these matters and you might say, it's those people who are the sheep. No, it's those people that are the sheep. No, it is that which is the controlling, or it's that secret government that is the controlling. You have lots of beliefs and ideas about how and why things are as they are in the bigger expression. So what is your attachment to that? What if none of that was true? What if all of it was true? Who you are is clear of that. We want you to be clear of that worry, that fear, that anger, that big picture of control, that yes, your own personal ego and the ego of a larger consciousness is playing with you. Are you willing then to be out of the world? Are you willing to live in the world but be not of the world? So being of the world would be that place in you that lives in the patterns of the fear, the patterns of the attachments, the patterns of the need to control, the patterns of the need to understand, the patterns of the need. The need, perceived. Yes? You are free. You are free. Some are afraid to let go, so they don't. What is the fear of not letting go? What if I don't have any feelings? What if I don't have any understanding? What if nobody understands me anymore? What if everybody thinks I'm crazy? What? So those then become a new layer of the fear. I'm not going to let it all go just in case. You hold that one thread to a belief, to a thought, to an individual. When you hear there was a commandment that said, honor your father and your mother, how did that become part of your attachments in life? After all, it would seem that it was given by God and it should be the law, and you have to follow the law, and honoring them means you owe them, doesn't it? And you owe authority, and you must stay in honor of it by being submissive to it. So it shows up for you, each individually, a little different. Feeling you want to return love or support, or in some ways, the little extras to a parent, for example, or to others that you love, is not a wrong thing, and it is not that of itself an attachment. It is what is the motive of that is the attachment. If I cut now every cord that you ever had to any human, alive or not living in this sphere, I have good news. You can always reattach. The good news is, the minute you long again for that false comfort of the attachment, it's created in you. Even if you are really clear and you will let go of an attachment with another, but they're not ready, you're challenged to continually clear and cut that cord. Because the first thing people are going to want to do by the nature of humanity as you see it is to make you feel guilty, or make you feel sad, or make you feel bad that in some way you've abandoned that pattern of a relationship, of owing something, of being connected in earthly ways.